Alrighty, Battle of the Brothers. Little brother taking on big brother. It is Kaiba going up against Mokuba. Now, before this one begins, I reckon Mokuba might have a genuine shot because Kaiba's using mostly his Duelist Kingdom anime deck. Mokuba's using one that's a blend of plants and reptiles to fill those types. But he's also got like, what's he got? I think he's got Trihorn Dragon, and I think he might have Super War Lion as well. He got given a couple. Oh wow, that's a shocker from Kaiba. Mokuba got given a couple of those cards, one to improve his deck, one to sort of have the second best dragon behind Big Brother. Super War Lion I think was put in just to give him like another, because I wanted to include it as another fusion. Probably could be in Tristan's deck, but I believe Tristan already might have a ritual in his deck. I just can't remember what it is. Anyway, Mokuba. Actually, I think that's why I put Super War Lion in, because of Forest as well. But it was to give Mokuba something else, but Magic Jammer is flipped up from Kaiba, who has drawn a shocking first hand. Mokuba's Forest has been destroyed, but Kaiba's field is still empty here. Oh, Mokuba plays one day of peace. And face down defense. Wow, okay, maybe Mokuba's drawn a brick as well. Now, Kaiba does have stop defense, so he could actually flip that face up. Alright, let's see what it was. It was... Oh, Green Phantom King, only a 500. Kaiba plays the Dragon Dwelling in the Cave. And now the Rush Recklessly is placed down, so that could put Dragon Dwelling in the Cave at 2,000. So I reckon Kaiba might be baiting Mokuba for an attack here. The turn change back to little brother Moki. He's got 6 cards in hand and he plays the Ancient Lizard Warrior 1400. Before the dawn of man, this Lizard Warrior ruled supreme. Well, it doesn't rule supreme over the dragons because Rush Recklessly puts the Dragon Dwelling at the Cave at 2,000. So that'll be 600 off Mokuba, who's down now to 7,400. Kaiba still at 8,000, so he started off pretty good, but his dragon will go back down to 1,300, but it is his turn, and he's got an empty field. He draws Sagi, the Dark Clown. So, not the strongest monster out there. Kaiba does have Lord of D there as well. Oh no, he doesn't play Lord of D, he plays Sagi. I thought he might have gone for Lord of D there, but... Alright, 613 is 2,000, so Mokuba will be at 5,400. And, well, Kaiba's looking good now. I mean, will Kaiba call upon the Blue Eyes White Dragon against younger brother? We'll turn change over to Mokuba. 6 cards in hand. Can he get over 1,300? He play. Oh, War Lion Ritual. I was talking about this just a little bit ago. That was added to Mokuba's deck to give him a sort of like that 2,300 kind of beat stick to come out. It's coming quite handy now. 2,300. Super War Lion destroys Sagi the Dark Clown. I think the reason why Mokuba didn't get any plant or reptile rituals is because there are none. I think that might actually be why we gave him Super War Lion. Because yeah, plants and reptiles, like there just is no rituals for them. So Mokuba has evolved into a cub, into a lion. 2,300, that will get rid of the Dragon Dwelling in the Cave, and that's 1,100 with Fairy Dragon. So Kaiba's going to be down to 5,200, and Mokuba has now taken life point lead. He's on 5,500, and Kaiba's looking a bit grim. Yeah, imagine him losing to Little Brother, although Little Brother does have a decent deck. As if Mokuba draws the right cards, he can be quite competitive in this tournament. So Lord of D's been played. He'll get rid of Fairy Dragon, but I mean, Kaiba hasn't got a Blue Eyes or a Flute of Summoning Dragon in hand, so it's not like he's got the chance of pulling one out there. Turn change back to Mokuba, and with that War Lion on the field, that's at least 1,100. There's Shard of Greed. 1,100 in terms of life point damage, I should add. And, oh, face down defense from Mokuba. Okay, well, Kaiba will lose 1,100. He's down to 41. Mokuba, he's looking real good because Kaiba's got Mystical Space Typhoon. I guess he can get rid of that Shard of Greed if he wants to. There's Ryukishin Powered, that's 1600. Kaiba would need like Rush Recklessly to get that to 3000. 1600's now down to the field. He's going in for the attack. He's trying to keep forces off of Mokuba's field. It's Rainbow Flower that was destroyed. That can attack life points directly as per effect. Alright, turn change back to Mokuba. It'd be 700 difference between Ryukishin and War Lion. There's Serpentine Princess as well. Oh, block attack. Oh, that's very clever from Mokuba. So he wants to do more life point damage here. Wait, would that have even been more life point damage? There's 2300. If he did 7 with... Okay, if he did 7 on Ryukishin and then 1400, that would have been 2100. So Kaiba would have been at 2000. But instead he's at 1800. And Kaiba's actually going to pick up a loss in this first match. He's got nothing left. Can do 800 to Mokuba with this, so it'll put Mokuba to 4600. So Mokuba didn't need to play that block attack, but he did anyway, just for a bit of fun. I'm guessing just to say to Big Brother, you played stop defense on me, well I played block attack on you. Okay, Mokuba finishes off with Man-Eater with 2300. Kaiba, his One-Eyed Shield Dragon is destroyed, he's down to 200 points, and Mokuba can take his pick. He goes with Serpentine Princess, which has been a very useful card for him. So Mokuba's picked up first win. He only needs one more and he's going to topple off Big Brother. Mind you, real life Mokuba deck, like, it's a shame we never really got to see Mokuba duel in the anime. The one match he had with Yugi almost doesn't count, but it would have been nice to see Mokuba make a deck at some point, because you got to think with the influence of Big Brother playing, and Mokuba's like, he's not old, but he's not young, so you know it's not like it's not like he can't duel. It would have been nice to see him taking some action, but that's why we have this channel, so we can see players like Mokuba and with like an imaginative deck what they might have used. So Super War Lion is back in hand again from Mokuba. Super War Lion is kind of like the king of the jungle with all of Mokuba's plants and reptiles. Then there's that Super War Lion for the big boss creature that goes around eating all the others. So Mokuba started off with an Ancient Tree of Enlightenment. It's a 1500 defense. Kaiba with 2 face down spells or traps and a Komori Dragon, 1500. Not enough to get through Ancient Tree of Enlightenment though. They will tie, so no life points exchanged. But now Mokuba's turn. Can he get rid of that Komori Dragon? He draws Wabaku. Useful card. Could use it in conjunction with that Rainbow Flower if he wants to, but no. Mokuba goes straight to his end phase. Turn change into Kaiba. He's got 4 cards in hand. He's got a big stumpy tree in the way that he needs to try and get around. He goes with a face down defense. And looks like yes to his end phase. Alright, Mokuba. Can he take advantage of this? There's Crocodilus. Mokuba can't really do anything now. He goes straight to his end phase. So we turn change back to Kaiba, who draws 4 cards in hand. And Kaiba plays a face down spell or trap. Anything else? No, to the end phase. You don't want Kaiba sitting with 2 cards on his field for too long, because he could pull out a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Mokuba drew Invigoration, but he can't really do anything with it. He hasn't got anything strong enough still to get over 1500. Kaiba with a little bit of a back rank load now as well. There's Blackland Fire Dragon. So another one of those mid-tier dragons that we throw in Kaiba's deck because he likes his dragons. There's Mask of Weakness. Mokuba plays that face down. And he's just played Snake Yashi. Alright, standby phase for Kaiba. Mokuba could use Mask of Weakness. Oh, he can't now. I was going to say, he could use Mask of Weakness to destroy one of Kaiba's monsters, then activate Waboku, which would have been a pretty good play, but if it's going to be Lajin that attacks, in fact, Mokuba doesn't even wait. If it was one of the 1500s, he could have... Oh, there's 7 Tools of the Bandit. Never mind. I was going to say, if Mokuba played Mask of Weakness, I mean, it probably would have had 7 Tools of the Bandit used on it anyway. Then maybe Mokuba could have activated Waboku. Kaiba attacks with Lajin, so unknowingly, but Kaiba may have put that math through his head that he was 800 above, so Mask of Weakness or Rush Recklessly wouldn't have worked. So Snake Kiyashi... A little bit of a delay there. I wonder what that was being caused by. Either way. Alright, Kaiba. Used Lajin. So 7,000 for Kaiba, 7,200 for Mokuba. Mokuba draws Lizard Soldier. I have Lizard Soldier on card. I'm pretty sure I still got it, but I remember pulling that from a booster pack. It was one of the earlier booster packs, maybe like a what was the LOD pack? Was it Labyrinth of Darkness or something? Alright, anyway, turn change back to Kaiba, who now has 4 cards in hand. And onto his main phase. He plays Mystical Space Typhoon, and he goes after Mokuba's face down, which was that Mask of Weakness, so it's a very useful card to get off the field. Lesser Dragon is at 1200. 600 of Sagi the Dark Clown has just been flipped up. Now to the battle phase for Kaiba. The Lajin destroyed. Ancient Tree of Enlightenment. Living Vase is gone. 15 and 12 is 27, plus 6 is 3,300 altogether that Mokuba's going to lose here. Be another 2,700 from here, so Mokuba will be down to 3,900. Is it just me, or is like Kaiba like lagging a bit? Maybe actually, depending what switch Kaiba's player was using for this, I know that we have had issues with the Joy-Cons on the Switch. That actually might be what's doing it. We were actually talking about that not long ago. That may actually be what the why some of these players sometimes get a little bit of delay on their moves, because it's one of the switches is worse than the other, but the right hand Joy-Con is like stuffed. It is so delicate. If you just move it a little bit, it'll disconnect from the console. As Crocodilus has been played, you got to say that Mokuba's probably on his way to losing the second match, so it could be a 1-1. So Kaiba's at 6,500. It's my Switch too, the one with the really bad Joy-Con. The other Switch, Cameron's one, that one has the issue as well, but it's not nearly as bad. But in the original Switch, those Joy-Cons, man, they are so delicate. They are so easy to break. 1,200 for Hitotsu Me Giant. I'm sure everyone else has had that as well with the Joy-Con. Oh, Mokuba's got Super War Lion. Oh, King of the Jungle could be coming back to make the save. Has anyone else had issues with that with their Joy-Cons as well for the original Nintendo Switch? Like they're just weak built like controllers. Although I will say the Switch 2, the magnetic locking ones, man, they are a huge improvement over the original designs. Alright, 2,700 for Super War Lion here, and this is a big turnaround if Mokuba can get in. Yeah, see, it kind of happened again there. Mokuba's oh, there's Shadow Spell. Okay, that'll take 700 off Super War Lion. But the thing is with this game, if the Joy-Con detaches, you kind of have to to actually get it sort of active again, you have to take it off and put it back on. It was like, this game doesn't register if it like locks back in or not. Okay, Yugioh for Mokuba here, 1850. This could be a bit of a train wreck here for Kaiba, because Yugioh's one of those 1850s. Actually, that might be a couple of duels ago. We were talking about the 1850s. I don't think I mentioned Yugioh. Oh, Mask of Weakness. Damn, poor Mokuba. So, what? Flying Elephant, Blazing Apache, Mechanical Chaser, and now Yugioh. So maybe there's 4 of them. Maybe there's a 5th one floating around somewhere. But they got a few 1800s. But the 1850 can make all the difference. Itotsu Meat Giant is tributed for Judgment. Because the effect of Shadow Spell. Okay, it looks like Kaiba will win this one after all. 200 off Mokuba, 3050. He's well and truly cooked now. What is 17 and 17 is 34, 38, 48, 58, plus 8 is 66. So 6600 is what Kaiba had altogether if he were to attack Mokuba. Mokuba would have needed 6650 or more life points. Unless his life points got halved due to a Barox or one of those cards where you pay half your life points. Had some really, really funny life point totals with Panic every now and then. I think there was one duel where one of the players had like 3, 4, 5, 6 life points or something due to a halve effect, and I think they were playing against Panic. Always good fun when you see an odd number of life points. We used to see it in the Duelist Kingdom anime. I swear, the Duelist Kingdom anime just made the numbers up as they went. Like, the math wasn't mathing in some of those duels. Alright, Mokuba and Kaiba, they're at 1-1. Can little brother topple big brother? Kaiba starts off with One-Eyed Shield Dragon. He's got Mask of Weakness there as well. If he can keep One-Eyed Shield Dragon on the field, he can get an early Sword Stalker out, which had an anime effect. It was moved into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses as well. I think it got 100 points for every monster in the graveyard on Duelist of the Roses. I think that might have been what it got in the anime as well. The Bean Soldier, the legendary Divine One himself, has come and made an appearance. It can't be a Mokuba duel without the Bean Soldier. Although unfortunately, I think Beanie's going to lose this battle. He's going to lose 700 points, that's half of his attack power. And Bean Soldier takes 600 points of damage to Mokuba from that One-Eyed Shield Dragon. Well, the Bean Soldier back up to 1400, but now Kaiba can summon Sword Stalker. He's gonna destroy my Bean Soldier. My boy. Oh man, I used to fuse him all the time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. That's why I like the Bean Soldier so much. But, damn. Well, there goes Beanie. Mokuba down to 6,800. Maybe Beanie can get resurrected. Maybe someone can play Monster Reborn and bring back the Bean Soldier. Greatest bean that ever lived. Oh, offerings to the doomed from Mokuba. Why didn't you have that face down? You could have protected the Bean Soldier. From my point of view, the Bean Soldier should still be alive unless Mokuba drew that. Oh, Monster Reborn. Bring him back. Bring back the Bean Soldier. No, not Sword Stalker. Boo. That's lame. Should have brought back Beanie. He would have been the better option. Even though I don't care if he was 600 points weaker, Beanie was still the better option. Crummy old Sword Stalker. You got destroyed by Crush Card when you played against Pegasus. What did he do? Pegasus copied Crush Card and then Sword Stalker. Withered. Alright, Shard of Greed. Oh, Blue Eyes. Oh, if Kaiba can get it to the field, he may have a bit of trouble getting that to the field. In fact, alright, I'm going to be honest. It probably was a better option for Mokuba to get Sword Stalker than Bean Soldier. Otherwise, Sagi the Dark Clown would have been able to defend here. I stand by it. Bean Soldier is divine. He is. There's Fairy Dragon. Gift of the Mystical Elf, activated from Kaiba, so 1200 life points. He's back to 6,000, but Mokuba's still got massive advantage here. I'm going to say that Kaiba is probably going to lose. He's going to need something impressive to come out of his deck, and he's going to need it very quick. 11 and 12 is 23, so Kaiba's going to be down to 3,700. And it's alarm bells ringing for him now. That stop defense isn't doing him any favors because Mokuba's attacking. Oh, he's drawn Judge Man. Oh, that means... Oh, Kaiba's done. He's cooked. He can't win. He can't defend against what's already on the field. Well, I did say at the start that Mokuba does have an okay deck. And I tell you what, it's a bit of a coming full circle kind of thing. A bit of coming of age for Mokuba here, who plays Giga Giga Gigo. I'm going to try saying that 5 times real fast, but it's a 2450. Pretty good for a 5-star. In fact, that's really good for a 5-star. But Kaiba has been defeated 2-1 by little brother Mokuba. Well, Kaiba, the world champion, has taught his brother well. Kaiba, I don't think Kaiba would be angry with this result or upset. I reckon he'd, deep down, he'd be thinking, I've taught my little brother well. Well, let's have a look at the tables. So Mokuba with a win there. So Mokuba will go up. Mokuba's actually 7th. He's actually doing really good. He'll jump up a little bit here. You'll either go to 5th or 6th as well, along with Cyrus and Axel. Kaiba, on the other hand, is 19th, and he'll drop down a little bit more because he'll now go on 4 losses. So we've got a few good duelists down there. Maybe Kaiba can bounce back though. Although Kaiba did also lose to Yugi, giving Yugi his first win. So, poor Kaiba. Maybe in future tournaments we'll build him a Blue Eyes White Dragon Archetype or something, and then he can win almost every match. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed Mokuba and Kaiba. Thanks for leaving all the comments over the weekend as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, have a good weekend, and farewell.